Good morning, children. We will now continue with decimal fraction. Today you will learn to convert decimal into fraction. Now here you can see a chart. Okay. The first column is decimal fraction. The second column is the number without decimal point. Third one is the number of decimal places. Then denominator and fraction. Now the first number you have 0.4. Now when you are writing it without a decimal point, it will become 0.4. Now, after decimal point, how many digits are there? Yes, there is only one digit. So, the number of decimal places is 1. Now, one digit means the denominator becomes 10. Now, when you are writing it in fraction, it is 4 upon 10. The next example is 1.7. So, when you remove the decimal point, okay, the number will become 17. And here also we have got only one digit after the point. So the number of decimal places only 1. And we have the denominator as 10. And this is written as 17 upon 10 in fractions. The next number is 552.3. So when you remove the decimal point, it becomes 523. Now here also we have only one decimal place, that is after point there's only one digit, and the denominator here also is 10. So when you write it in fraction, it becomes 523 upon 10. Now we move to the next example, that is converting decimal into fraction. Now here in the first column you have the number 0.24. Now when you remove the decimal point, okay, it becomes 0, 2 and 4. So here now after decimal point, how many digits are there? Yes, there are two digits, that is 2 and 4. So when there are two digits, the denominator becomes 100, and when you write this in fractions, it becomes 24 upon 100. The next example is 0.08. When you remove the decimal point, it becomes 008. Now there are two digits here after the decimal point. So the decimal place will become 2. So the denominator is 100. The fraction will be written as 8 upon 100 because those zeros will have no value before the number. Next example is 1.53. The number with a decimal point is, it will become 153. Now here also we have got after point two digits, that is 5 and 3. So the number of decimal places are 2. Denominator becomes 100, and as fractions when you write, it is 153 upon 100. Now this we will use this decimals to measure even length. Now here we have got 5 mm, you have to convert it into centimeters. Now 1 centimeter is equal to 10 mm. Okay, or you can say 1 mm is equal to 1 upon 10 centimeters, that you are converting it into centimeters. It becomes 1 upon 10 centimeters, which is equal to, when you divide 1 upon 10 centimeters, it becomes 0.1 centimeter. Now we have got the problem 5 mm. So what you are going to do is, you are going to multiply 5 into 1 and divide it by 10. That is 5 upon 10. You are going to divide it. So 5, when you divide by 10, it will become 0.5. Or you can say, now you can see that denominator is having 1 0. So from back number, when you put a point, that is there's only one digit as a numerator, that is 5. So you will put a before 5 point. So it becomes 0.5. Now next number solution is, problem is 89 mm. You have to convert it into centimeters. So 1 centimeter is equal to 10 mm, or you can say 1 mm is equal to 1 upon 10 centimeters, which is equal to 0.1 centimeters. So 89 mm, what you have to do is you have to multiply by 1 upon 10. So when you multiply 89 into 1 upon 10, you will get, that is 89 into 1 is 89 upon 10. Now when you divide it, okay, you will get 8.1. Or what you are going to do is, you have got 1 0. So from behind, for 89, you are going to put 1 point, because there's only, it's have decimal places only 1. So it becomes 8.9 centimeters. Now here we have got next number 480 centimeters. You have to convert it into meters. 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. 1 centimeter, or you can say it is equal to 1 upon 10 mm. When you convert 1 meter into centimeters, you will get it as 1 upon 100 meters. Now we have got the problem 480 centimeters. So 480 you have to divide it by 100. Now when you divide it, you will get 4.80, or you can even count the number of zeros in the denominator. So there are 2 zeros. So from back of 480, that is 0 and 8, after that you will put the point. So you will get 4.80 meters. The next one is 3 meters 75 centimeters. You have to convert it into meters. Now 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. 3 meter, first you will convert it into centimeters. So 3 into 100, that is equal to 300 centimeters. Now you will add both the centimeters, that is 300 centimeters plus 75 centimeters. So when you add this, you will get 375 centimeters. Now 1 centimeter is equal to 1 upon 100 meters. Okay. Now when you multiply 375 centimeters with 1 upon 100 centimeters, you will get 375 upon 100. Now you have to divide this two. So when you divide it, you will get 3.5, or you can follow the other one. That is, there are two zeros, that is 2 decimal points it will come. So from back of 375, that is from the left side, that is 5 and 7. So after 5 and 7, you are going to put the point. So you will get the answer 3.75 meters. Now you can use this decimals in money also. Now 35 paise, you have to convert it into rupees. Now 1 rupees is equal to how many paises? Yes, 100 paises. So 35 paise, you have to convert it into rupees now. So 1 paise is equal to, you can say 1 upon 100 rupees. So 35 paise you have to multiply with 1 upon 100. So you will get 35 upon 100. Okay, now when you divide it, you will get rupees 0.35, or what you have to do is count the number of zeros at the denominator. There are 2, so there are 2 decimal points. So after 2 digits, you are going to put the decimal point. Now there are only 2 numbers in the numerator, so it will be 0.35 rupees. Now 1150 paise, you have to convert it into rupees. So 1 rupee is equal to 100 paise. 1 paise you can write it as rupees 1 upon 100 also. Now when you multiply 1150 paise with 1 upon 100, you will get 1150 upon 100. Now when you divide, or you take the 2 decimal places, that is the denominator is having 2 zeros. So from the left side of the number 1150, you are going to put the point. So from the left side, when you count 2 digits, that is 0 and 5, you will put the decimal. So when you convert it, you will get it as rupees 11.50 paise. Now 5 rupees and 50 paise, you have to convert it into rupees. Now 1 rupee is equal to 100 paise. This can be written as 1 upon 100 also. But here what you are going to do is you are going to first convert 5 rupees into paise. So 5 rupees into 100 paise means you will get 500 paise. So you will add 500 paise plus 50 paise. So when you add this, you will get 550 paise. So now I told you 1 upon 100, you can make it into 1 upon 1 paise is equal to 1 rupees 1 upon 100. So 550 paise, when you multiply with 1 upon 100, you will get rupees 550 upon 100. Now you are going to divide this, or you are going to see the denominator and see how many zeros are there, and you are going to put the decimal point. So there are 2 zeros. So from behind, that is from the left side, you are going to count 2 digits, that is 0 and 5, and then you are going to put the decimal point. So you will get the answer rupees 5.50. Thank you.